My humble pranams to all the divine immortal souls. It's good to see all of you again. Okay, today we're going to talk about the prophet, and the book's name is sorry. The book's name is The Prophet, and the writer is Khalil Gibran. A little bit about Khalil Gibran. Khalil Gibran is a Lebanese poet, Lebanese American poet. So he was born in Lebanon, but then he moved to America, and he was there, and he has written a few very popular books. And the book on Prophet is actually a poem, and they use the old English. No, it's a bit difficult for us to understand. So what I've done is I have put the poem and I've translated. I've only chosen the passage that I think is interesting. Okay, and for me, it was interesting, so I wanted to share that with you guys. So let's have this first class first, and then if you said okay, we will go by chapter, then we'll do that later. Okay. So for good, just give me thumbs up. I want to share my PowerPoint. Okay, let me know if you can see them. Anyone? Can you all see this?
Yes, yes, you are able to see, Master.
Okay. Okay. The first one he talks on the, he has given topic by topic, and I've taken some of the lines from each, not each topic, a few topics um that I think might interest you guys. Okay. The first one is about love. And the way he says is I find it very interesting. And let me read it for you. Love gives not but itself and takes not but from itself. Love possesses, not nor would it be possessed. For love is sufficient unto love. Okay, what he's trying to say, okay? So when I say love, it doesn't matter whether it's a love between men and women, father's love, mother's love, and all those things. Love Love only gives what it has itself, and it takes nothing from anyone else. Okay, like a mother, the mother gives her love fully to the child, and what do you call it? And she doesn't expect anything out of it. So love only gives what it has itself and takes nothing from anyone else, and it doesn't own anyone, and nobody owns it. That means, just because you love somebody, you cannot possess them. Love doesn't need to be owned or controlled because it is enough just by loving itself. When you are in a relationship, if you're over controlling your partner or anybody, even in a relationship, something like a friendship, there is still love between friends. But if you feel that he or she owes you anything for just being your friend, that means it's controlling. Now, if you just be as a friend without any attachment, without any controlling, without any ownership, that relationship is actually a beautiful relationship. Okay, so love is complete on its own and doesn't rely on anything or anyone else. That's what he's trying to say. Okay, the second slide is on marriage. So he says, in a marriage, sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are to alone, though they quiver with the same music. Okay, let's say take a guitar, and guitar has each one has a different what do you call strings, right? If you touches one string, it will give different melody. So, but when you strum them together, it gives a beautiful music. So he said that's how we should be in a relationship, in a marriage. Each of us will have a different life, but we work together in making the marriage success. Okay? Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. For only the hand of life can contain your hearts and stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, And the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. What they are trying to say, give your heart, but never, never try to possess anybody. You guys are together. The pillars of a temple are together because they make the temple sturdy. Exactly, in a marriage, we stand separately, and the marriage works on its own. Okay, it says, so the passage is actually talks about the balance between togetherness and individuality in love and relationship. So this is where a lot of challenges are happening. We feel just because we are in a marriage, we take the other person for granted. We expect the other person to do things for us. We expect the other person to listen to our advice, even though normally they don't listen, okay? But we expect them to listen to us, you know. And then sometimes the husband will try to control the independence of the wife, and vice versa. The wife will try to control the independence of the husband. That's where the challenges, that's where the problem comes. Each of them in a marriage, he says, give each of them the space. If they want to go for a holiday, let them go on their own. Not necessarily we have to go on a holiday with the husband and wife. Husband can go on his own, the wife can go on his own, as long as they don't take the different partner. Okay, they can go with their friends. They can go here. You can go with his friends, and as long as they are together, they are happy. When you are alone and in happiness, okay, when you are happy, only then you can make the other person happy. I always believe that self-love is very, very important. So when you have self-love, you will set the boundaries for another person. So each of us will respect another person's growth. Okay, here the continuation. Love one another, but make not bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but not eat from the same loaf. Okay, what is he trying to say? He's saying, love one another, but do not always stuck with each other. Want to go to market, husband and wife. Want to go out, husband and wife. You don't expect him or her to follow you wherever you go. That's not love. No, there must be some kind of independence. Let your love be like a flowing sea that gently touches both of your lives. Okay, you guys have your own life, they have their own life, but somewhere in the middle we meet together and build a life together. Okay, share what you have with each other. That means you can have a cup of, when you're drinking, he has his own cup, you have your own cup, you have your bread, you have your own bread. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to share the drink, you have to share the loaf of the bread. Okay, so don't do everything exactly the same or share the same things all the time. You don't, if you are interested in golf, you don't expect your husband to be interested in golf. If you're interested in reading, don't expect your husband to be interested in reading. Each of us have a different life. I think we all have gone through life, right? We all know the challenges. Every time we attract partners, we feel that they are the most compatible person for us in life. But when we get married, we see they are opposite, right opposite us. And even though opposite attract each other, somehow or other we manage to live all this while, right? I think most of us feel that way, right? Later we'll discuss this. Okay. The symbolism of separate cups, individual wellness. Share. You have your individual wellness, but you share the same life together. Okay, differentiating between unity and attachment. Unity love. Unity reflects in shared values, emotional connection, and mutual respect, understanding between each other. Okay, attachment and dependence. In marriage, we have to be non-attachment. You cannot be like a thick glue to the other partner. Okay, you have to let the other partner move on their own. Okay, give them the freedom, and there must be a healthy relationship dynamic between both of you. So that's what he's talking about in marriage. And this is the last one that I want to talk about: children. When after reading this about 15 years ago, I understood that I cannot control the life of my children. Okay, here what it says, no, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. Say we might have given birth to them. Sometimes the mother say, I went through the labor for 10 hours to give birth to you. So I've heard some mothers telling like that. Yeah, but the mother was just a vessel. The children chose you. We always feel that we chose the children. No, in soul science, the children has chosen you because they believe that you will give them the freedom for them to live their own life. So children are not possession. They are not owned by their parents, but are independent beings with their own destinies. Okay? Children are life expression, meaning they have their own soul plan. They have come into this earth for them to have their own life, to go through their life, to go through their challenges. They need to fall in love. They need to fall out of love. They need to be successful in life or not successful in life. And they need to learn their lessons on their own. So we cannot control any one of them. I know some parents, they will force the children to study the something that they wanted to study. Okay, for example, if I'm a lawyer, if I'm a lawyer, if I were that kind of person, I would tell my children, okay, you all must be lawyers, you all must study law, even though you know how difficult it is to pass CLP in this country. Okay, and there are some parents they say, you must be engineers, you must be doctors. In India, it is called engineers. In Malaysia, we always say, do study law, study to be a doctor. Okay, these are the two important career that is happening now. But now I think the children, um, they have opened up their eyes, or the parents are conscious enough to let the children choose what they want to be. Because when I was after reading this passage, your children are not your children. I honestly let my children choose the career path they wanted. One of the girl wanted to be engineer. I said, okay, go and study. And 1 year through, she said, Ma, I cannot handle this. Let me take accountancy. And I said, okay, that's your choice. And then she took accountancy. The other child told me that, Amma, I cannot study. I cannot sit for exam. I cannot. But she's very good with the hands. And she said, okay, I'm going to be a physiotherapist. So now she is a very good physiotherapist. And she's one of the lactation therapists, and she's doing quite well. You see, so we have to let the children choose their own life or career path. Parenting is as stewardship. That means we just need to nurture and guide them. We cannot control what they will become. So a balance of attachment and freedom. Parents may be their children physically, but emotionally and spiritually, the children belong to their own path and purpose. Children have their own life. So that's all I wanted to share today with all of you. So let us have some discussion. Did you all understand what I was telling you? Thumbs up, any kind of emoji.
Yes, Akka.
Interesting, right? So love does not need to have any attachment. Love is on its own. Okay, you don't expect anything from love, and it doesn't. It can be any kind of love. It can be love between parents, husband, wife, with a with friendship, anything. You don't expect anything out of love. Number two is on marriage. You must leave your husband to be as he is, and we have to be as we are. So we have to accept them as they are and give them their freedom. And then we also must accept ourselves. We must have self love, and we must give the freedom for ourselves. We also must not be controlled by them. For example, long ago, I know of a situation where the husband was choosing the color of the sari, the color, the material of the sari for that particular person, until she gets so mad one day. She said, I am not going to go shopping with you anymore. I will choose my own sari. Okay, this is just a simple example. Some husbands choose even the underwear for the wives. Okay, so all this has happened. I've seen a lot of things. So each of us must have a boundary. I do not choose. If I go shopping with my husband, I always tell him, choose what you like. And he will turn around and ask me, what do you like? If I say I like this, he will buy it. He'll buy it. He'll come back to the house and he said, no, I don't like this. I'm not going to wear it. I say, then why you ask me? You should have your own free will, isn't it? You have your choice to buy whatever you want, right? So nowadays, I don't say anything. You choose whatever you want. I will not influence your choice. So that's marriage. And children, they are never a possession. Okay, guys. Now, as I said, this one only goes for 40 minutes. So we have already spent, I think I have another 10 more
21
minutes.
minutes.
Yes, 21 minutes. So, yes, Sitama, please share your thoughts.
Uh,
Shall I,
Very happy
shall
to
I,
see you.
shall I record the conversation or stop the recording?
That you can see few more people. If it is fine, then I wanted to share my experience with Vani Martin, which I saw the same kind of message in the trees.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then I,
So like yeah, you can still record if it
okay.
is fine.
Mm.
Like where they had mentioned like your children is not like your children, they have come through you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like you need to impose everything and any thoughts. So that was very nice message there, and now I find it is the same kind of message here, but the author was different there in that where I saw uh, there over on the tree it was written actually,
But
but now
actually,
whatever that I'm seeing now.
this is the author's. He is very famous for this quote, Khalil Gibran.
uh, Very nice actually.
Khalil
And
Gibran. He,
yeah, and the quote about the husband and wife relationship, everything is very good because many people I find that no, whenever whatever the other person is doing, other person will be following and
yeah.
doing the same thing. So it's a very kind of message, nice message actually.
Thank you.
Like they say, if he likes this, the same person should think that he also should like that. But only with opposite poles attract together, isn't it?
Yes.
So that is also good.
Opposite pole attract, and then yet we blame that we are not same. Right, Sita? Thank you. Thank you,
No,
Sita
Akka,
ji.
initially they will opposite pole attracts, but they
Mm,
will behave as if they like something of our choice or we like their choice.
yeah, that's the thing, when I believe most of us, even me included, when we are in relationship, we never show our true self. We don't show. The guy does not show his true self. The girl also does not show the true self. Only when they stay together for some time, all the things will come out. But I was in one of our discussion we discussed that when you have an attraction to that particular person for the wrong sorry for to a guy, let's say before we fall in love, right? When you see and you fall in love in that moment, it's actually a karmic relationship because you need to meet each other, fall in love, and then you have to go through the lessons that each of you must learn. So it's all designed. I won't say fated. It's all designed by us to go through the life. Okay.
Can you repeat it, Akka? I know this already, but still I want to hear it from you again.
When you fall in love with a particular person, you will not see his negative side. You will only see the love in you and in him. So that is called karmic relationship. And then when you get together, get married, and then when all the challenges will start. Why? Because you need to learn the lesson from each other. Is it clear now, Abita?
Okay. Yeah. I got it, Akka. I just want to
Mm.
hear from you again. I know this. That is why the karma actually works with very close relationship or close friends. We
Yeah.
might think why this fight has not come in the beginning. Certain fights will come after 10 years, 15 years.
Yep.
So that's the karmic plan.
There
I know
was
that.
a there
When
was
you were
a
talking about the yes, Akka?
an incident that I want to share with you. I think this was very famous in TikTok. The husband, the wife was married to this man for a long, long time, and then there was some children involved. She got all of them. I think two children or something like that. She got them married right after the marriage of the second child. She went to see a lawyer and she said, "I want a divorce from my husband." The reason she gave was, "I have to cook daily for him hot meals, lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, hot
Yeah.
meals." What kind of torture he has put the woman through, huh?
I know, Akka. My cousin is like that. He will not eat a meal which is cooked
Hmm.
in the lunch for dinner. He
My
will
goodness.
he will look stare at me if I do that.
Ah,
He'll say you're eating poison.
then let him cook himself, right? Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about that. Anyway,
I,
so anyway, they have to
yeah,
be
it's
give
their
and
journey.
take.
When you were talking about this husband and wife relationship, a husband choosing color, material, the
Mm,
same thing is happening with my daughter's school. There's a parent, she's close to me.
mm-hmm,
Every day she'll come and complain about her husband. But
mm-hmm.
I do not know. He says, I don't want to spoil the family happiness, so I'm tolerating, I'm tolerating.
How long can she
I used to
tolerate?
tell her, draw boundaries. I said, you keep drawing boundaries. Anyway, he'll cross it, but you have
Ah,
to keep drawing boundaries.
yeah, it's true, very true. I mean, we have to draw the boundaries. Okay, the
In
husband.
this type of relationship, what is the karmic lesson, Akka? When especially a nagging husband,
Mm-hmm.
all the time, like no giving, not giving space for the partner or spouse or wife.
That is the one we chose because there's some kind of lesson we have to learn from them. So, what the
Mm.
lesson is, you have to decide for yourself. Sit in a meditation. Okay, sit in meditation and find out what is the lesson I'm supposed to learn from this particular person. Why is this person nagging me? Was I nagging in my previous life? Am I as receiving the other end of what I gave up long ago? So if I did, I forgive. First, you forgive yourself, and then forgive the other soul, and then keep repeating Oponopono. That's a very beautiful mantra. It will really work for any one of you. Do that, and then you see whether the situation changes or not. It will definitely change, Cinema.
Even I was telling her the same, Akka. Maybe
Hmm.
you would have been nagging him in the previous janma. That
Hmm.
is why he's doing it because she's a very tolerating person, Akka. Very what to say. Uh, Even though I meditate,
Hmm.
I don't have tolerance these days. But she's a
Hmm.
very tolerant person. But
Yeah.
just because she has tolerance, she is tolerating him so much.
Yeah, there must come a time to put a boundary. So she has to decide when she has to put the boundary. Actually, we can't interfere.
Correct,
She has to do
correct,
her own
correct, correct.
meditation.
She has to do it.
Yeah,
Yes,
she.
Akka. Yes. I told her about Ho'oponopono. I
Hmm.
don't know whether she understood it or not.
Okay. You see, sometimes we can give advice, but we cannot expect them to follow us. When the something happens in your life and you feel some kind of irritation, that means you are actually reacting to that situation. When you react to that situation, that means you need to learn something out of the situation. If sometimes when you, let's say, if Abita is saying something and I'm not happy about it, that means there's something in within me that doesn't resonate with what she says. So I have to go within myself to check, okay, what is it happening, why is it happening, who's responsible for that. And I know for sure everything is come from me. So if I help to clear whatever I feel, and then only I would be able to accept the others as they are. If I don't accept myself, I cannot accept anybody else. Okay, guys, you all agree to that?
So today we have yes, Akka. So
Hmm.
today we have a new friend, Bhakti Lakshmi. She's from Chennai. She's a single mom with
Mm-hmm.
two daughters, and she is part of a club which we are in. And in fact, she's a big host there. and she's helping a lot of people.
Awesome. Welcome to this group, Akilashmi. Is there anything you want to share with us?
You can share in Tamil. பாக்கியலட்சுமி நீங்க தமிழ்ல பேசணும்னாலும் பேசலாம். இங்கிலீஷ்ல
Yeah.
தான் பேசணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. Okay, maybe I think she will respond back.
Mm-hmm. So, Abhinaya, it's good to see you again. Dr. K. Kavitha, good to see you. I don't know whether it's the first time you're coming. Would you like to say anything?
Ma'am, I would like to introduce Madam Kavita.
Mm-hmm.
She has done doctorate in tourism and hospitality management in our university, Central University of Tamil Nadu.
Wow.
Previously, she has worked as principal in an institution.
Mm-hmm.
And today we were discussing about the spirituality. She was very much interested, and she was doing meditation just before our session. And she found very relaxing. Madam, can you introduce yourself, ma'am? Kavita, ma'am. Kavita, ma'am, you are here?
You can unmute. Yes, you're unmuted.
You're able to hear, ma'am?
Yes, very clearly.
Yeah. Ma'am, I'm Dr. Kavita. Actually, in fact, 2 days before I met Sita Lakshmi, ma'am, we were talking about meditation. I told I'm interested, and she was also teaching just a few minutes before your session. She
Mm-hmm.
taught me what to do, and before that, she told about these points like regarding husband and child.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they are our child, ma'am, but we will not have, or as you said, no, like our duty or rights or belongingness, all that. They are God's child. So I mean, that is what she was saying. The same message I got through you, but I
Mm-hmm.
did not know about the author. But she
Mm-hmm.
just told, and it was interesting. But most of the issues now, what we face in the family or might even in the working place, we have that belongingness or ours, something like that. No, that's the reason many times we feel it. I feel, and especially when you were talking about the marriages and other thing. No, it's right. Most of the problem comes because we feel they are ours.
Yep.
So I think we should not expect anything. We should allow them to be on their own, and we also should be like that. I think most of the thing will be solved, I felt. So it's
Yeah.
very interesting and a nice introduction. Nice meeting you, ma'am, and hearing from your side also very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kavita. And there was a book I was reading. If you know the law of karma, and if everybody in this world is taught the law of karma, everybody will understand their life, and everything will be perfect in working in harmony. Because the law of karma says is cause and effect. Whatever you cause something, whatever you do that will cause something to another person will affect you. So if you do understand this karma, I think everyone will become a good person. If a person know that stealing is bad, he won't steal. If a person know that scolding another person is bad, he won't scold. If a person know that destroying a marriage, is bad, they will not do. So you see, if everybody understand the law of karma, the universe will be a wonderful place to live in. That's what Thorkum Saradarian says, and hopefully in 2032 we can see a different kind of vibration, a different kind of consciousness that's happening in this universe. Okay, guys, I got another 4 minutes. Anybody wants to say anything? Mira would like to say anything.
Oh, sorry, Abhita wants to say something.
No. You finish, Miraji. I will ask last.
Okay. Hi. Okay, I've not been attending this session for a long time, but it's interesting discussion, Tilaka. And coincidentally, tomorrow's session on karma reincarnation by Master Pradeep is so many issues that you've actually touched on basically on what it is actually. So as you said about karma, also it's like basically you know. The husband wife relationship, because they actually make a soul contract when they are in the spiritual, in the other world, in the spirit world, and then they actually, the one with the most amount of karma, actually the spirit guides will advise us apparently you be born as husband and wife, because then only you can work out that intense karma. And which is why there's actually love at first sight, that attraction, because you are meant to be together and to
Yes.
work out a karma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true,
Yeah.
Mira. Thank you for sharing, Mira. Okay,
Okay.
tomorrow also we'll have a same session by Mira at 9:30. Yeah? Please do join.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 more minutes. Karpagam, you wanted to say something? Sorry, Abhita, I'll come back to you.
Tilama, Kapagam
Yes,
here.
yes.
Just now you mentioned that 2032. What's happening in 2032?
That one
Sorry.
I have to send. I have to do another session on that now.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
aware about that.
The vibration is changing. The vibration is changing. The consciousness is shifting. That's what they're saying.
Oh, I
So
see.
2032,
Okay.
it will be very apparent, they say.
7 years from now.
7 years from now. Yeah. That's why they see a lot of changes
Mm.
are happening in the world. A lot of political changes, the finance, spiritualism, everything is changing. There's some kind of change that is
Mm.
happening now.
So what
Okay,
about us?
okay.
Like, we will
That's
also change
interesting.
a lot.
Come again?
We will also change a lot.
Definitely, we are changing. Yeah, it started 2022. 2012,
Oh,
the dimension,
2023.
the vibration has started, but now the vibration is very heavy.
Okay.
Okay, definitely we are changing. If you are not changing, you won't be in my session. You won't be in this spiritual session. Really, Erika?
Okay.
Yeah, because I posted this everywhere. I think about 100 people would have seen my post. Only how many? Only 11 are here. Only 10 are here. That means only you guys have changed in the 100 people. 10% of people or community have changed. That is good enough. Okay,
Another
guys.
thing,
Uh,
Tilama and everyone, just a short one. When you
mhm.
talk about change nowadays, even in the radio, when I listen to the radio, they even talk about talking positive,
Yeah.
manifestation, believing good things will happen. So even
Yes.
in radio, these things they didn't used to talk about earlier. We
Mm-hmm.
never heard this kind of things so broadcasted in such a way. Yeah. So it looks like it's reaching out to a lot of people.
Yes, definitely. I think if the Zoom goes off, we don't have to reconnect again, because we have already discussed
Yeah. Okay.
everything.
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for the time.
okay, dear. Thank you so much.